Good morning. It is 8/20, 2026. The moon is in Sagittarius. A lot of crown energy, head center. In the dream last night, there was a giraffe. And I can't remember what they're called, but the short horns that a giraffe has. In the dream, this one they were sort of flat on top and they were being wrung as though a judge's mallet was coming down on them, but they were ringing like a gong. There was a vibration that was carrying through the giraffe, and there was a birth not happening but about to happen. There was a pregnant cat, actually, and it was it was like any moment ready to give birth. But there was all of this external energies that were crowding in and causing all this agitation. There was a party happening, actually, that seemed to sort of come from nowhere. Everybody just arrived. And there was a feeling of that this was conflicting because this was a very sensitive time for this animal. It was in a sensitive state. It needed quiet, it needed rest, it needed the respect of its space. And there were birds, tropical birds, brightly colored birds, red and yellow. But they were in a northern deciduous forest. Contrast. Actually, the whole dream, it was this landscape of a forest in the northern hemisphere. But there were these animals, giraffe, parrots, these tropical birds from the southern hemisphere that were there. And that feels like a good thing, a positive thing, crossing of hemispheres. Because everything is turned around now. Communicating. And I woke up from that dream, and I happened to look at my phone, and my thumb, I don't check the news in the morning, that's not something I do, but my finger happened to move in a way that opened a side page that just automatically goes to the news, and there was a big headline that said giraffe gives birth in in some zoo in the States. And giraffe is strongly linked to Aries energy. It's fire. And there was a lot of fire yesterday. I mean, that's just what the energy is right now. Lots of fire. Okay, so collective is the pregnant party in this situation. Yes? Yes. So there is a feeling of these kind of interfering energies that are around in the periphery. At this sensitive time, and a kind of an overwhelm, an exhaustion, losing the energy to be dealing with them. Swan. Reflection. The temptation always is to be pulled out of yourself. To have all the focus, all the attention be pulled externally. This is a zeroing in energy. And I'm doing, it's like really pulling into this center spot. Pull everything in there. Try to be extra aware of your energetic space, the auric space around you. And it's about getting past the external distractions. Zeroing into that central spot, the felt, the awareness of the energetic central spot. And gliding, just glide through it. Glide through it. This swan is on top of the water. And there's the horse again. The reading yesterday was all about the horse. So that's movement. That's a lot of movement. And I've just got to, as soon as this felt very calm and focused, and as soon as this card came out, I'm wanting to move faster, and there's almost a frantic feeling that is coming in. So this swan energy is the medicine, this is the advice to help temper the potential overwhelm that this horse is feeling. Because I'm speaking to somebody who is in a transitional stage. Who is probably externally experiencing situations right now requiring a lot of action, decision-making, movement. That's the feeling. And it wants that. It's ready. This feels like the same energy as this card. Three of cups, 3 of water. Focus on the flow. It's all of this water coming into, it's surrounding this. This is an earth card, but for me right now, it's fire, based on the reading that was happening yesterday and all of the giraffe energy coming in, which is also coming through this card. So hold on, can we simplify this? Speak it in a concise way. In the center here, we have this energy of the being who is about to give birth. And that means whatever it means to you. That doesn't have to be literal. There is something that has been growing inside of it that is very close to being expressed, to entering the world. Now, that doesn't mean that that thing is ready to be out in the greater shared reality. Newborns are very sensitive, very tender. You keep them protected and held within the family space. So that's part of what all this movement and almost urgent feeling that this energy is experiencing, whether that is reality or not. I don't think it is. Urgency, it's the perception. That's the perception that this energy is having. A feeling of urgency to get itself into a circumstance that feels supportive of this sensitive time, sensitive state. And there's all this water around it, and it feels very centering, calming, supportive, and guiding also. It is helping to carry the sometimes unbridled momentum in the correct direction. This is Three of Cups is traditionally also a social energy. It's involving other people. It's creative energy. It's a shared dream. It's a shared dream. Tell me more about the Three of Emotions. Tell me about the shared dream. Leave that one face down. Cut the deck. Five of Materials. Queen of Water. This feels like in the dream, all of that noise that was surrounding so this is a lot of it's a lot of lack energy that is filtering in and affecting your movement through this stage. And it's a pattern floating around in the shared dream right now, in the shared reality being created between a group of people between you and who you are connected to. And there's the horse again. I was about to say, before I flipped this card, that this queen almost feels as though she is rising. Just realized that you can't see any of these cards. Oops. Wow. Let me adjust this. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Okay, there we go. Okay, and so that's interesting. We had to adjust. We had to adjust the whole picture was not full, it was inaccurate. So we had to adjust the whole frame, the whole framework. Like I just moved the whole tripod. Because this horse is running over top of this energy. Just boop, hopping right over it. Utilizing the swan energy, that gliding, zeroing in, focusing, using water to focus the fire. Interesting. Hopping over this scarcity vortex. I'm seeing it almost as like a pit that has opened up. But we're hopping over it. And now standing, rising. There's also something here about a unification of self, because this figure is in the water. They have 3 heads. They're looking in 3 different directions. There's a bit of a energy, attention being pulled different ways by this. Look at this. Yeah. Energy being lost here to this pit. I'm really seeing it as a pit. But we are exercising the fire. Again, these are both earth cards. So, but I'm getting so much fire. But it's also speaking to that this is tangible, physical events that are taking place, tangible actions, physical movement or expenditure of energy. then it's all landing here in this one larger unified presence that is, she's just staring straight ahead. There's no distraction, there's no confusion. I almost actually want to move this over here. Yeah. That feels right. Why does this fox feel like it doesn't quite fit? But yet it does. These two cards go together, these two cards go together. We have lower world and upper world. It feels suddenly like two options, two timelines, a choice. Tell me about the fox. Six of Wands. That's being carried by the by your surroundings. Supported by the environment around you. Man, I'm running out of room on this table. With the Knight of Cups. Is that right? Tell me about Elk. That's too many cards. Lovers, Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. I'm putting them back though. I saw the... Tell me about Elk. Oh. Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands. It's interesting. There's a... In this lower line, there's a continuous flow that I'm seeing here. And this reversed black egg is a stifled voice. Stifled. Being wound around by this. Sort of suffocating energy. then it opens. It all opens here. With this Queen of Wands. Let me feel into this. There's a stain. That's weird. It feels expansive. This feels expansive. In a way that this doesn't. And it feels focused in a way that this doesn't. Is that right? It's interesting. I was getting something pretty clear over here, and now over here I seem to be struggling a little more to parse it. And the cards were coming out in clumps together. It feels in general a little fuzzier. It's because this is what's happening. That's part of it. This is what's happening. This is sort of future. Future we're looking at it is naturally more unclear just by nature of that. But this eagle, this is really utilizing a very heightened perspective. A water-based heightened perspective. So it's emotional, intuitive. Paying attention to subtle shifts that other people miss, that other people don't notice, aren't aware of. And this fox is also a very intelligent, quick energy. utilizing that perspective to pivot, to make quick decisions. But in a steady, rooted way, grounded way, with the elk underneath. Decisions about those very things, about your own rootedness, your own stability, your own feeling that way. And then moving in to the 8 and the 6 of Wands, which is this interesting. So reading them now together, it is as though the 6 of Wands is being projected out of the 8. The expansion is, and I'm seeing it as this light. It's like this is the movement over, across, over, across, being focused. It's almost like teleportation. This beam of light being focused across. And even the way, look at this diagonal. Okay, now like I'm seeing it as the horse. The horse is this light. And it is being transported, and these are guiding forces around it that are I'm seeing them like passing the ball, kind of helping move it through this transition. This material transition from this place of feeling unrooted, unstable, unsupported in its sensitivity, traveling across, focusing. Here we are on this distant island, projecting out. Like actually being lifted over the barrier, and then landing here in the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Cups together, that is a highly creative combination. And look, the light is now around her head. It's a fertile combination. It's water and fire together. Both. Queen of Wands is water and fire. Knight of Cups is water and fire. Balanced together. So you're getting a lot of assistance through this move. through this shift. I'm going to pull one of these cards to end, and then that will be it. And that's yeah, many threads being woven together. Elk energy coming through in that structure. And it's right in the center of all of this. This is the movement here. I mean, number 5. This is the pivot. Up, creating a structure sort of in midair, and then flowing out. There is something being woven beneath your feet, even if you can't see it. Even if you can't see it. Trust, a lot of trust. Okay. We're going to leave it there. C'est bon.